Hello students, we are coming to the second part of electricity and its heating effect. Here we will be learning about ammeter, voltmeter, simple circuit, circuit connecting ammeter, voltmeter and furthermore. So let's start.
Now we are coming to ammeter. What is an ammeter? Ammeter is a device to measure the current in a circuit. I will explain you the concept of circuit. Ammeter is always connected in series with the resistor. It has very low internal resistance. Positive terminal of ammeter is connected to the positive side of the circuit and negative terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Positive side of the circuit means it is connected to the positive side of the battery. What is a voltmeter? Voltmeter is a device to measure the voltage potential difference across the resistance in the circuit. It is always connected in parallel to the resistor. It has very high internal resistance. Positive terminal of the voltmeter is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and the negative terminal of the voltmeter is connected to the negative terminal of the battery or the negative side of the circuit.
Here you can see the pictures of an ammeter and the voltmeter. Ammeter is used to measure current, so it will be having a scale, and you will learn in practical classes how to find out the range, least count, and how to see or how to read an ammeter. And remember, ammeter should be connected in series. And another one is voltmeter. It is also having a scale, and you will learn about its range, least count, and how to read an voltmeter also. And remember, voltmeter should be always connected in parallel. So if you remember all these points, you will not find any difficulties when you will do practical classes on verification of Ohm's law.
Now we are coming to simple circuit concept. Simple circuit is nothing but the path along which current can flow. To have a simple circuit, we need a source of electron, source of current, that is nothing but the cell or battery. To have the path, we need conducting wire. To control the flow of current, we need a switch so that sometimes the flow can be stopped. And to have a proof that the current is flowing, we need a bulb, which is nothing but a resistor. When it is glowing, we can understand the current is flowing. Switch is on. When the bulb is not glowing, that means the current is not flowing. Must be the switch is off. Instead of drawing the circuit using batteries and other things literally, we generally use some symbols to draw simple circuit diagrams. So here in this table we can see the symbols of a very few commonly used components in circuit diagrams. We can see electric cell, battery, plug key, closed switch, open switch, wires, electric bulb, or resistance or resistor, variable resistance, ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer. These symbols you can read or you can see in NCERT book also. It's given from NCERT book. In figure A, you can see, okay, now let's observe figure A and B. What is the difference? All are same. I can see the battery, I can see bulb, I can see ammeter, I can see switch. Where is the difference? Difference in figure A, there is a dot in the switch and there is no dot in figure B. What does it mean? Figure A is showing the circuit is closed, switch is on, so the current can flow. Flowing of direction of current is shown by red arrows. In figure B, since there is no dot, that means switch is off, circuit is open. So no current is flowing, no red arrows.
Now we are going to learn about the circuit diagram with an ammeter and a voltmeter. That means how you are going to fix up an ammeter and a voltmeter with the main circuit. Watch two figures, figure A and figure B. Both are comprised of a battery, ammeter, voltmeter and a resistor R. Battery will be having two terminals, plus and minus. So you need to add or you need to connect ammeter in series with the battery. That means positive terminal of the ammeter should be connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of the ammeter through resistor should be connected with the negative terminal of the battery. How are you going to connect voltmeter? Voltmeter should be always in parallel. It will be a branch. But remember, plus sign, that means positive terminal of the voltmeter should be towards the positive terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of the voltmeter should be with the negative terminal of the battery. In these two figures, what is the difference? Yes, in figure A, the current is flowing clockwise, and in figure B, current is flowing anti-clockwise because the battery terminals are swapped. Please practice these diagrams, very important. You should have a grip on the circuit diagrams, how to connect ammeter and voltmeter. Thank you.
Sum number 1. The filament of an electric lamp draws a current of 0.4 ampere which lights for 3 hours. Calculate the amount of charge that flows through the circuit. We know I is equal to Q by T. So what is the value of I given over here? 0.4 ampere. And what is the time? 3 hours. Can I write 3 hours? No, I have to convert it into seconds. How do I convert? 3 into 60 into 60. So now I get Q is equal to IT. Instead of I can write 0.4 ampere into 3 into 60 into 60. If you multiply, you get the answer 4.32. And what did I find out? I found out Q. What is the SI unit of Q? Coulomb. So the answer will be 4.32 coulomb. Hope you have understood it. Please practice it once again. Sum number 2. 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons cross through a conductor per minute. What is the electric current? We know Q is equal to NE, first formula. So Q value is 6 into 10 to the power 18. E value already we know. We have to learn it by heart. E is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So I can write Q is equal to N into E. Instead of N, what should I write? I will write 6 into 10 to the power 18. Instead of E, yes, I will write 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Look here, 10 to the power 18 minus 10 to the power minus 19, which gives me 10 to the power minus 1. And if I multiply 6 with 1.6, I get 9.6. So I get I is equal to Q by T. Instead of Q, I can now write 9.6 into 10 to the power minus 1 by time is given in 1 minute means 60 seconds, so I write 60. Solve and I get 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 2 ampere. Or I can even write 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 2A. Instead of full AMP, I can even also write A. Hope you have understood it. Please practice once more. Sum number 3. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb across 2 points having a potential difference? PD stands for potential difference. All the time we do not need to write potential difference. We can even write P full stop D. PD is 12 volt. Now again remember the formula W is equal to V into Q. So what is the value of V? V is 12. What is the value of Q? It's 2. So 12 into 2, it is 24 joules. Another question number 4. Calculate the work done in moving a charge of 0.2 coulomb from point A to point B if the electric potential at A is 20 volt and at B is 10 volt. So we know VA minus VB is equal to W by Q. VA is equal to 20 volt, VB is equal to 10 volt. So VA minus VB is equal to 20 by minus 10. That gives you 10. And Q value is given in the sum 0.2 coulomb. So now write down it is 10 divided by 0.2. Since they are asking to find out the work done, so my formula will be W is equal to TD into Q. TD value I have got 10 and charge value I have got 0.2. So W is equal to 0.2 into 10, that gives me 2 joules.
For recapitulation, watch this YouTube video. I think it will help you to reinforce the full topics. Thank you.